I'm Liz, and welcome back to my channel called No Coaster, and I'm coming to you from the landlocked state of Kansas in the middle of the US. And I'm sharing my progress in recovering from ACL and meniscus surgery with the goal of doing some gravel biking in the next year, ideally participating in the Unbound gravel race in Emporia next May. The bigger picture of this channel is just having a space to talk about my goals, working on personal goals in your 40s, and also hopefully to inspire and find a community of like-minded people to connect with. So I had my surgery a week ago today, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what they ended up doing and how my week has been since then. Also hoping that if you're having this surgery or getting ready to have this surgery, maybe this gives you a few tips on what this experience can be like. Overall, my surgery, from what I know, went very well, although I didn't actually get to talk to the surgeon because I was under anesthesia. So I have very limited information about the surgery itself. She gave me a cadaver ACL, and then also she cleaned up my meniscus on both sides of my knees. When I woke up from surgery, I was in a mobilizer brace. So that's a brace that goes from your thigh to your ankle, and it prevents you from bending your knee at all. So I wore that for several days following surgery. Had a lovely little stay at my parents' retirement community. I did have a wheelchair and ended up using that for the first couple days after surgery, just to take it completely easy on my knee, and I didn't know if I was actually cleared to walk on my knee because I hadn't talked to the surgeon. Being a good girl, Mimi. Got my little sweetness patrol here. 4 days after surgery, I had my first physical therapy appointment, and I think what kind of surprised me with both the surgeon and the physical therapist is how they seemed fairly laid back about an ACL surgery. And I'm sure a lot of that has to do with just this is something they deal with all the time. My PT just seemed like, yeah, things are good. Here's some simple exercises you can do at home. We'll see you twice a week. He just seemed pretty chill about the whole recovery process. So TBD, I guess, if that is the real situation. I am actually, cleared from wearing a brace as of my first PT appointment, and cleared me to walk on crutches. As far as acute pain, I haven't had a ton of acute pain. I'm 6 days post-surgery, and I'm doing pretty good, I'd say. Still definitely dealing with some discomfort, swelling, pain. Not severe. I've been surprised actually by how good I've been feeling, although I'm taking it very, very easy. I also was given 2 different nerve blocks before surgery. I would say my nerve blocks worked very well, and I probably didn't notice them wearing off until maybe 24 to 36 hours after surgery. What I'm realizing is going to take a lot more patience is that there's I wouldn't call it chronic pain, but I think there's this lower level discomfort pain that I'm going to be dealing with for a while. In terms of gravel biking, I'm pretty overwhelmed. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. There's just so much different information out there, what bike to get, and what kind of wheels and what kind of pedals and what kind of brakes and what kind of gear you should carry, and having all these different wheels and tires for different situations, and so that is all kind of overwhelming, but I'm just trying to educate myself and sort of start to narrow in on what kind of bike I do want to be getting. I'm trying to just hang in there, stick in there, not give up because I feel overwhelmed, and not not take it too seriously, but just keep gathering my knowledge. I might be able to stationary bike in the next couple of months, according to physical therapist. I'm just trying to stick with my PT and my recovery you know, the recovery that's right in front of me right now. One thing I wanted to throw in there about just like working on goals is something that I guess took me a surprisingly long time to learn, is that sometimes you just need to get professional help. It's not a bad idea to get help from somebody who's an expert at what they're doing. A few years ago, I hired a professional organizer and worked with her maybe like 12 hours or something. She worked with me at my house going through everything and getting it organized, and I never would have guessed that that kind of little investment would have such a lasting impact. And it trickled down to lots of areas of my life. I guess same thing with this cycling goal. If I continue on this and actually am, you know, intent on riding in Unbound next year, then I definitely think I probably need to work with a coach at some point. Get somebody in there to give you some guidance, and that can like pay like huge dividends. We'll catch you with the next video and let you know how I'm progressing. Thanks for watching.